Alright, this is going to be a Raw review, Monday, November 25th, 2013. This Raw was from Nassau Coliseum in Long Island, New York. And to sum up this Raw in one word, long. This Raw seemed like it dragged for days. I was sitting on this chair watching Raw, and I couldn't do it. You know, normally, well, actually not really normally. It seems to happen all the time, but there have been weeks where the 3 hours just zoom by. But this week, I don't know what it was. Just maybe it's just me, but I couldn't sit through this whole 3 hours from like the Divas Survivor Series rematch. Then you had a very stale Dolph Ziggler versus Damian Sandow match that I think the crowd didn't even care for. The tag team match was good with the Rhodes brothers and Cody Rhodes versus the Shield. Rhodes brothers, Rey Mysterio versus the Shield. Sorry. The main event, I enjoyed, the later half of it. The beginning half, it was your typical WWE match where headlock, comeback, then headlock again. But as soon as Del Rio kicked Big Show in the head, that's when things really started. That's when the story really started to be told, where Big Show's loopy and he doesn't know where he is. You're waiting for the comeback. Maybe he's not even going to get a comeback. Maybe you're going to get a referee stoppage. But then again, it's a Cena match. So with all that, with Big Show being literally half dead, he's still able to make the tag. And Cena comes in, clears house like he always does, gets the win. And that's like 3 times in a month now that he's beaten Del Rio. And after the match, Del Rio attacks him. Hey, what happens? Cena makes the comeback. Lays out Del Rio, and then Orton hits him with a belt and just poses with it. So I guess the Cena Del Rio thing is officially over. 3 times Del Rio's been beat. There's your former World Heavyweight Champion. It shows how much he means, shows how good he was. And now you're off to John Cena versus Randy Orton. 11 years in the making, they're calling it, for the TLC match. It's going to be champion versus champion. I don't know if they're going to combine the belts into one. They didn't really go into details, but they said it's for the WWE and World Heavyweight Championship. So whoever wins is going to be holding both belts, a bunch like Triple H and Chris Jericho did. And I don't know. To me, we've seen Randy Orton versus John Cena so many times, and if you are going to have a champion versus champion match with an actual build to it, like we've seen it on Raw many times, from Cena versus Del Rio to Cena versus Punk. No, not Cena versus Punk. CM Punk versus Del Rio. Sheamus versus CM Punk. You've seen combinations like that, champion versus champion, just on any Raw. I don't even know how I remembered those 3 that just happened. But this one has a build to it. And if you're going to have a build to it, make it mean something. And by making it mean something, have it at a big pay-per-view like WrestleMania. And the only thing I'm thankful for is that we're not going to get John Cena versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania. But maybe I'm too early to talk. Maybe that's where their plans are going towards. I hope not. But as of right now, it just seems that Randy Orton versus John Cena may be just a 1 pay-per-view, maybe 2 pay-per-view thing. But if I were booking this, it would be John Cena as World Heavyweight Champion, Daniel Bryan as the WWE Champion, and that's the match you have at WrestleMania. John Cena versus Daniel Bryan. And easy way to build up to it, Cena had the elbow thing, he wasn't 100%, Cena's 100%, he's the champion. Biggest show of the year, Daniel Bryan, 18-second loss. That's your perfect thing. Daniel Bryan can put on a star quality performance, make Cena look like $1 million. But nope, won't do that. They have Bryan getting dragged out by the Wyatt family, and the crowd knows it. Crowd knows where he should be. You get Daniel Bryan chants in almost every segment during the show that included either Randy Orton or Triple H. So does that say anything? Does it show that the crowd, the fans, want to see Daniel Bryan? So why is he not? Why don't the people listen? That's the biggest thing I don't understand. Like, you have the whole crowd, 15,000 plus, chanting Daniel Bryan, but, he's not good enough to be in the main event, so they say. But overall, this Raw wasn't all that good. I don't know. For something that, a bad pay-per-view, I kind of expected them to redeem themselves with Raw, but maybe it's just me. Maybe this is the greatest Raw of all time to some people. But you had that sketch with Titus O'Neil and The Miz, which was just I don't know. Waste of time, and then you had the Divas thing, which was a waste of time. Just a waste of 3 hours. There's not The CM Punk promo was fine. The match was fine. But I guess at TLC you're going to see Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan. Maybe CM Punk versus a member of the Shield. Maybe Roman Reigns. But that's it. That's Raw review. See you guys in the next video.